What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Black Ink Crew. What was this? Season 7, episode 7. Is there a doctor in the house? Is there a heart? Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up, stand up. Anyway, let me stop. Five heartbeats. If you don't know, and if you did know, good. If you didn't know, the hell is wrong with you? Moving on from that, this episode for Black Ink Crew Chicago, it really wasn't much. Okay, it really wasn't much, but it had a couple of good points that I actually really like. Um, one of the reasons why I actually do like this show and this particular franchise of Black Ink Crew over Black Ink Crew New York, because they do take time out to do stuff with the community and to speak on health issues and mental health and things like that. And it feels as though it's coming from a genuine place. Okay, it's not for stunts and shows. It's not just for a storyline or anything like that. Like, it's really, let me tackle this issue because, I've noticed that ever since the show first came on. Like I told y'all, a couple of my favorite episodes was when, unfortunately, when Don was looking for his sister and she was going through what she was going through, and the outcome of that, and the whole thing with Ford and his mental health breakdown when I think they went to Vegas, I believe, and the way that Ryan, all the men came over there and was just trying to hug on him, and just, I love it when I see black men show vulnerability, and that's what it was for me. You know what I'm saying? And so, even though for the past couple of episodes or so, I've been annoyed with this show because of some of the hypocrisy and the contradictions that was going on with a couple of cast members on here, and some of the misogynistic take from a couple of cast members. And it just so happened that one of those cast members happened to be a woman, which it just disgusts me when that happens, but it happened. But even though I can call you out on your mess, okay, and when you're doing foul stuff, I can still, give you props when it's needed, give you condolences, give you a comfort. But baby, let me just tell you this, okay? Listen, we'll get there because I don't want to sound cold-hearted. But y'all finna learn a little bit about me, all right? If you don't already know. Because it's just some things that anyway, I gotta work on myself, okay? Because I feel like, I close off, okay? When somebody hurts me, like really, really hurt me, baby, I don't give a what it is that you're going through, okay? When I say we're done, we're done. And if something happened to your peoples after that, I truly don't care. That's just how I am. Okay, I will shut it off because, baby, at this point in time, you literally hurt me. Okay, so why should I feel any type of feelings of, whatever it is that you're going through? No, that just ain't me. Okay, and I know that's not necessarily a good thing. That's something I got to work on. But hey, I'm just bringing it up because something happened at the end of this episode, and that person was better than me because it wouldn't have been me. But anyway, moving on from that, we get into this whole thing. Ryan, he went on like a little sabbatical. Baby, dying. Sabbatical, okay? I don't know what you was trying to say. Couldn't even say hiatus. That was funny to me, though. It was funny to me. And I do like the fact that Steven said, listen, leave me out of all of this mess. Because at that point, I was sitting here confused as to why last week he was at the whole meeting, okay? That man only been in Chicago, in probably the United States of America, for like, what, 2 days, okay? And y'all got him at this meeting that y'all got going on, and he just sitting there looking like, why am I here? I would have been a girl. I would have sat there and ate it up like, oh, so this is what's going on, huh? Let me get the popcorn because y'all was a mess. Y'all was a mess, and it did not have to be, okay? Y'all forgive me too if I ain't got the energy that I usually have, because baby, when I tell you, I just might be going to sleep right after this because my eyes have been trying to stay open this whole time. Oh my God. Anyway, sinus headache and everything. I was just like, yeah, Steven said, listen, Don, leave me out of it, okay? I'm just let the chips fall where they're made, okay? Where they may. But at this point, Don, he wanted to do something, with the community, bringing awareness of, getting your health together because of the health scare that he had. And, he's into Western and Eastern medicine, putting them two together, like balancing them out, making them work in conjunction with each other, and like bringing more awareness to that, to the community, especially us Black and brown people, because we have this issue with going to doctors. Okay, a lot of us don't trust doctors, and because of the system of how it's been going towards Black and brown people. Okay, they don't treat us with the same caution, the same level of respect. Okay, all of that, the same attention that they will give probably the white counterparts. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that, and that's why it makes people like us a little wary of them. We have to get like second and third opinions just to make sure people are doing their jobs right, and so he was being focused on health and want to do something with the community and have them come out and, educate them and, get your body right so that you won't have to go to doctors as often. Not go to doctors at all, but go to doctors as often for things that could have been prevented. You know what I'm saying? So that was very much a good look. I really, really like when they do community outreach stuff, and to hear the people, giving their take on it and being, liking the fact that they did it. That was a good look. Prince in that diagram, what is it, a diaphragm? Bitch, dental dam, okay? When they was like, what it tastes like. I mean, you flicking it and stuff like that, it probably tastes like dust and dirt. The fuck? They gonna say something. Now you know what we feel like. Y'all be sucking dick with condoms on. I hope y'all do. Because y'all know y'all can get herpes of the mouth and everything, okay? I just want y'all to know that. But anyway, some of you girls like to have adventures, okay? And we seen all up in the media for the past couple of days what having adventures and risking it all can do for you. I.e. the baby and Danny Lay. Red bone, yellow bone is what he like, okay? Listen, we'll get on to that on Wednesday, but I'm just saying, wrap that shit up, okay? Wrap it up. But so they also gave out free tattoos. That was cute. I really did like that. Truth be told, I would go down to Nine Mag. Even after all this mess, I go down to Nine Mag and still give me a little tattoo. They'll probably like cuss my ass out or whatever and be like, you the bitch that be talking shit. I sure the fuck do. Okay, and y'all need it. Okay, Ryan, you just went to therapy talking about accountability, bitch, and I be holding you accountable, okay? Because ain't nobody else gonna do it, bitch. I'ma do it. All right, sometimes it take a stranger to tell you the truth. All right, now tap me up, and you better not fuck it up, okay? Because you mad. I'm paying you. No, give it to me for free. And I stop talking about you. Now, let me stop playing. I'll pay for my stuff. I don't want no free stuff. Okay? Y'all got to support Black businesses. And we got to support our people and stop looking for freebies and stuff. But anyway, Drea, and Kid, they went down there. They was like, listen, regardless of what's going on between me and Ryan, I'm not finna let that stop me from coming out and, taking care of the community and showing support to what Don and them is doing. And I said, I like that. That's what you're supposed to do. Prior to that, they had a little sitting down at this little shop or whatever. I don't know if they was making little perfumes or some shit like that. It was cute. But at the same time, they get into the whole situation about what happened, Drea and her issue with Prince, okay, because they had a little sit down. Prince is worried, because Charmaine was doing, once again, some foul stuff, okay? In my opinion, what Charmaine did was fucked up and messy, all right? Charmaine, she is in her feelings because Prince came at her. Everybody basically was coming at her, okay? And she acting like she didn't understand why. And as if these people didn't have legitimate reasons to come at her or whatever. And it's not necessarily coming at her. It's like telling her their grievances with her, okay? That's what the meeting was for, so let's get it all out. Prince is in his feelings because he feels like Charmaine played him. Charmaine did him dirty, especially by bringing up this situation with Drea and trying to make it seem as though he's cheating on his girlfriend Mariah, who just so happens to be good friends with Charmaine, okay? That's Charmaine homegirl. So, of course, Prince ain't showing up to the shop. He in his feelings. He talking to Drea about the situation. And now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did they say that they used to do something back in the day, probably like post-pandemic? Pre-pandemic, not post, because you with the girl post, okay? Pre-pandemic, that means that was before old girl even came into the picture. Now, if y'all used to dibble and dabble or whatever, I don't see absolutely nothing wrong with that, okay? You know, people do that and they can respect relationships and respect boundaries. Sometimes we just fuck, you know, because I just need a nut right quick and you right there. Come on, you want to do this? I want to do this. All right, cool. We know there ain't nothing else happening after this. Okay, cool. You go do what you got to do. That's all that it be, okay? And it was before the girl. And now Charmaine had put it out there basically trying to make it seem like, you know, Dre and Prince was messing around recently while he's in this relationship. And so, you know, he didn't tell his girlfriend, which was something that was a mistake on his part. The producers asked, you know, did you tell her? He gonna say something. I mean, why should I? I ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it. But you already should know that Charmaine, because that's her girl, is going to say something. And sure enough, she texting the girl, asking where Prince at, and then go ahead and say that he probably was doing something. And this is where I get upset with Charmaine again for the third time in a row. And she wasn't really on this episode, but this one particular part really pissed me off because I get that you're trying to have your homies back, your homegirl, your homeboy back, or whatever, keep them abreast of what's going on, but never in my life will I ever tell my friend something about their relationship that I have absolutely no proof to back up, so that they can get all heated and in their feelings and then take it out on their partner over something that may or may not be true. Because I don't know, because it's a rumor or it's something that I made up. And Charmaine, you should feel some type of way because a rumor was made up about you fucking around with Van. Okay, we knew that wasn't true, but it spread like wildfire and it affected your relationship. It affected your friendships. Okay, you fell out with Don and them, you know, so why would you do that to another person? I get that's your home girl, but again, you don't have proof. You was pulling something out your ass. Okay, you was pulling something out your ass, you know, and had this not been the situation going down with Drea, you would have never said nothing, and I felt that was vindictive as shit, okay? Because if you had not had that falling out with Drea, I feel like this whole situation with Prince and Drea would never came up. And that's how I know it was full of shit. But Prince, you made yourself feel look a little bit guilty when you were sitting there with Mariah at that table. Okay, you were sitting there at that table talking about, listen, you know, so I got to do damage control, so let me go take her to the best restaurant and all this stuff, you know, and he just... I was sitting here at one point like, damn, did you really fuck her? But then when she asked, did you ever had any type of relationship with her, you know, before her or whatever in the past, you was like, no, but I could have sworn when y'all was sitting in a room together, you and Drea, you kind of, or one of y'all kind of implied that y'all kind of did used to mess around. I said, so what is the truth, Prince? Is you lying or is you not? Because, baby, it was sounding like you was a little bit, and you was trying to cover your ass because you ain't know how she was going to react. Because sometimes, I don't know, and I don't care, like, we shouldn't get upset at the fact that people, you know, oh, you know this person and y'all messed around prior to me. I shouldn't get upset, but sometimes we get in our feelings. And Mariah, the way that she was getting off on it, she would have gotten her feelings if he would have said yeah. Okay, she was already giving that vibe. So I guess that's probably why he lied. But baby, I ain't gonna say 100% that he was telling the truth. Okay, because I'm like, no, I could have sworn y'all said that y'all did something. But hey, it is what it is. Even if you did, it was in the past. Y'all not doing nothing now. Okay, so Charmaine was dead ass wrong for that. All right, don't give me no half-ass shit. Didn't we learn anything from the Real Housewives of Potomac? Don't spread rumors that we don't know to be true or not, okay? Don't do that. Moving on from that, you know, Drea was talking about that with Kitty, okay? And I said, girl, don't even fucking worry about that shit. The only thing that was bad with Drea is the fact that, you know, her and Prince, they're really cool. She said outside of Prince and outside of the shop, there was nobody else that she truly talked to besides Prince, okay? You know, and truth be told, didn't Drea have a relationship with old boy who's no longer here, Young Fly or whatever? Wasn't she messing around with him? I think it was, right? And don't get me wrong. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. One of them, they was messing around. So I was really surprised when him and Bella had got together. Because I was like, wait a minute. That was, in the way that Bella was going off, like, they was together for years. And I was just like, wait a minute. What happened? Y'all can give me all the information in the comments for that, you know, because I need some tea on that. But moving on from that, you know, this whole situation with Kit and Ryan, baby, Kit said She called that, she texted him about the stuff that was going on with Anthony. Now, this whole time, I'm thinking that, Ryan got upset at her the way that he got upset at her because she publicly called him out. Did she do that too? Because then I can fully understand a little bit getting in your feelings and feeling some type of way because, oh, you my friend, you want to talk to me, hit my line or whatever because you got my number. But she said she texted him about the stuff and he got pissed off about it. So you gonna get mad because I texted you when I came to you as a friend and you didn't want to be held accountable for it? Okay, moving on from that. Speaking of Ryan go to see this coach Thema. Okay, I think I done seen her. She probably been on these reality shows before. She just like uh who the other one? Who the bitch that was on Braxton Family Values, the one that I can't stand? Well, the girl, she can't stand me, okay? Because I be calling that bitch out all the time. I can't remember. Dr. Sherry, okay? That's who she remind me of. But she actually effective, okay? That's the difference. He actually looked like he learned something, okay? Truth be told, some of the stuff that she was telling him, I was like, Ryan, you could have looked at some of our reviews. We were saying the same damn thing. You just didn't want to hear it. You just had to get a professional who had an MD at the end of her name or a PhD on her thing to say the exact same thing that we said that you was going through. Nigga, you was going through grief. You are self-sabotaging, okay, because you can't get over the fact that your sister passed away. And then it got a little bit deeper because we realized, we heard the story before. He was at the college and he was supposed to come home, but he didn't. And he feels as though if he would have came home when he was supposed to, he probably would have stopped what happened and his sister would have still been here. And so he's going around for 12 years dealing with all of that. And, he's still grieving that. He's still grieving that. He's still feeling guilty about it. And it's understandable when you put it out there. Yes, it's understandable. And I'm going to tell you why. My uncle has been gone for the past 7 years until this day. Do you see how my life has turned out? Prior to my uncle being gone, before he passed away, that was my best friend. That was my heart. We got into it real bad, and I feel guilt about it too because towards the end of his life, I was not speaking to him because he did some things that I could not forgive, but I could have forgave. And that just goes to show how I had to work on myself and not hold grudges because I just was not here for the things that he was doing, and I just didn't let him in the last few stages of his life, like the last few months of his life, not realizing that he was not going to be here anymore. I thought he was going to be able to kick what was going on with him and get healthier and get better, but unfortunately it took a turn for the absolute worst, and now I can't get that time back and to apologize and to actually make up, for the time that we lost. Okay, I'm still grieving that, and damn. I just gave myself a therapy session. Oh my God, y'all is not about to get me on here and start crying. Listen, y'all, I be hating people that get on cameras and be crying and shit. Let me clear this up. Bitch, that got deep as fuck. I wasn't trying to do that. Girl. Okay. I ain't even finna edit it out, okay? Listen, I ain't mean to do that, okay? So don't come for me. But that was a vulnerable moment. But I get where he coming from. You feel that guilt or whatever. And grief is a terrible thing. Well, I ain't gonna say it's terrible. It's hard. It's hard as hell, okay? It's no time limit to when you get over it. And people deal with it in the ways that they deal with it, and part of his ways of dealing with it is self-sabotaging, messing up his relationships. And the doctor had him going out talking to people, talking to his mama, talking to his father, talking to his other sister, talking to Anthony again. And I really hope that after all this he understands exactly what he did wrong and his reactions to it, and he see it. Okay, like, Ryan, you really messed up. I'm telling you, what is with these toxic? And you know what? If I was straight, like, I probably would be with it. My relationship would be toxic. I don't know. I think I need help. Okay, let me stop. I already know I need to see a therapist or whatever, but I'm just saying, because I just be looking at myself. I be like, damn, I see some of myself up in these people, and I be trying to call their asses out. But girl, you kind of do the same thing a little bit. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Oh, okay, well, shit, bitch, put a mirror to my face, and that's exactly what it just did. You know, it was a good moment to have Charmaine and Don and Ford come out there, and they basically was trying to hold him accountable, telling him what he's doing wrong and how they want to be there for him, but you got to stop doing this and stop doing that. And I was like, that was a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That was a good thing. That was a good look. Besides that, you know, doing the yoga, baby, I would like to do yoga. I just feel like I probably get stuck on the floor. I ain't that big, but girl, you know, these knees, girl, these arthritic knees, okay? I can't stand the fact that I got arthritis in my knees this young, okay? And all because of fucking injury, bitch. These knees used to be good as shit, bitch. I used to could just pop on up. Girl, I can't even do that shit now. These motherfuckers just lock up on my ass, okay? Girl, anyway, moving on from that, that was basically it, was the gist of the episode. If I missed anything, y'all let me know. But at the very, very end, you know, after 2 days after, you know, Charmaine and them went to see Ryan and do that little exercise with the therapist, her father passed away. Her father passed away. And, you know, they got Danielle. She came up there to be with her. And, you know, of course she was still up in shock because we didn't get the same type of reaction. Maybe she had already did it, and I'm not even trying to judge her for it because, you know, don't nobody want to relive that twice, because I still replay that episode when the father passed. I replayed that episode when they showed the mom when she found out that her mother passed, and that shit, oh my God, that got to me real bad, okay? I was just like, wow, you know, and to have that moment to be broadcast and to keep on, I couldn't deal with it. But, you know, regardless of how I felt for the past few episodes about Charmaine, I am, you know, condolences to her for all the stuff that she's been going through with the death of her parents, because I wouldn't know what that felt like. I don't know what it's like to actually love a father or whatever, and I don't know if something was to happen to my father, how I would feel about it if he passed, okay? I don't know how I would react, all right? Because he's very much non-existent in my life, so I don't know. But everybody was going down in the confessionals, giving their, you know, kind words to Charmaine, and basically Kit, you know, she said, girl, regardless of what we going through, whatever, you know, I my condolences, and I know that you love your daddy and all that stuff. She was giving some nice words. Bitch, you better than me. You better than me, okay? See, I already admit, I got to work on it. I got to work on it because, like I said, once you hurt me, once you turn on me, once you call me out on some dumb stuff, once you attack my character, my heart really does turn cold to people like Arctic Ice. Can't get through. Mr. fucking Freeze up in this bitch. Well, Miss Freeze, okay? Because I'm a bitch, okay? And, it's just not gonna, no. Okay, so something happened to your people, and that ain't got shit to do with me no more, okay? But, you know, that was very kind and mature of her to do that, okay? Because obviously there's still some type of love between them, okay? Because, bitch, when I tell you I cut your ass off, I cut your ass off. But I can still, and even now, I can still say I feel sorry for Charmaine, and I pray that she gets through it. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel about the episode. I'll see y'all later. Peace. Girl, I really did just almost break down. I can't talk about. Bitch, I wasn't the motherfuckers that almost cried on camera. I cannot believe I did that. Let me get the hell up out of here. Girl, bye.